What if I told you that one icy, remote island could decide the entire future of global power? It sounds like something out of a spy movie, right? But it's happening right now. We're talking about Greenland. To most of us, it's just this huge, empty, frozen landmass on the map. But for the world's biggest superpowers, the USA, Russia, and China, it's the ultimate prize in a high-stakes geopolitical game. So, why does this giant block of ice matter so much? Let's break it down. Greenland is the largest island in the world, and about 80% of it is covered by a massive ice sheet. For centuries, that ice made it seem isolated and unimportant. But underneath that frozen surface lies a treasure trove of power, money, and global influence. As the world changes, Greenland is moving from the edge of the map right to the center of the action. And believe me, the world's biggest players are watching its every move. First, let's talk about military strategy. Location is everything. Greenland is perfectly positioned right between North America and Europe, with a front row seat to the Arctic Ocean. This strategic spot is a game changer for military defense, missile detection, and controlling the skies and seas. The United States has known this for decades. They've operated Thule Air Base in northern Greenland since the Cold War. It's a critical part of their early warning system, designed to detect incoming ballistic missiles. In a world of geopolitical tension, controlling this piece of real estate gives any nation a massive security advantage. It's like having the high ground in a global standoff. But the game is changing, and it's all because of the climate. The Arctic is warming at an alarming rate, and all that ice is melting faster than ever before. While this is an environmental crisis, it's also creating a massive economic opportunity. For the first time in history, new shipping routes are opening up through the Arctic. These passages, like the Northwest Passage and the Northern Sea Route, offer a major shortcut between Asia, Europe, and North America. We're talking shorter travel times, lower fuel costs, and faster delivery of goods. And guess which giant island sits right alongside these emerging superhighways of global trade? Greenland. Its ports could become the fueling stations and hubs of this new Arctic economy, making it a central point in future global commerce. Now, let's look beneath the ice. Greenland is sitting on a geological jackpot. It's believed to hold vast, untapped reserves of rare earth minerals. These aren't just any old rocks. They are the essential ingredients for almost all of our modern technology. We need them for our smartphones, electric vehicle batteries, wind turbines, and even advanced military hardware. Here's the catch. Right now, China dominates the global supply of these critical minerals. This gives them huge leverage over other countries. The United States and its allies are desperate to find alternative sources to reduce this dependency. Greenland could be the answer. Gaining access to its mineral wealth would not only be incredibly lucrative, but would also shift the balance of technological and economic power away from China. Of course, the other Arctic giants are not just sitting back and watching. Russia has the longest Arctic coastline in the world, and they see the region as their strategic backyard. For them, the Arctic is a military shield, a resource goldmine, and a vital future economic zone. They're aggressively reopening old Soviet-era military bases, building new icebreakers, and increasing patrols near Greenland. They are determined to assert their dominance in the region and secure their interests. Then there's China. Even though it's thousands of miles away, China has declared itself a near-Arctic state. This might sound like a stretch, but it shows just how serious they are. China is hungry for new trade routes for its massive export economy, access to those precious minerals, and a greater say in the future of the region. They're pouring money into scientific research stations, investing in Arctic infrastructure projects, and using what they call polar diplomacy to gain influence. For China, the Arctic is another frontier in its quest to become a true global superpower. This brings us back to Greenland itself. It's officially part of the Kingdom of Denmark, but it has its own self-governing parliament and is moving towards greater independence. The people of Greenland are the ones who will ultimately have to navigate these powerful forces. Remember a few years ago when the idea of the USA buying Greenland made headlines? It sounded crazy, and Denmark immediately shut it down. But that single event revealed to the world just how incredibly valuable this island has become. So, while Greenland might look quiet and frozen on the surface, It's at the epicenter of a new great game, the future of global trade, military dominance, and the balance of power between the USA, Russia, and China could very well be decided here. As the ice melts and the Arctic opens up, the competition for Greenland is only just beginning to heat up. What do you think will happen? Should Greenland try to remain neutral in this superpower struggle? Or is it inevitable that one major power will eventually gain control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this look into global power dynamics, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video.